Imagine this. Right now, you are standing at the absolute 0 point of your life. The ground beneath you feels broken. Dreams are strewn about, half-finished. Relationships, once anchors, have slipped away into the current. There is a strange, deafening emptiness echoing inside your chest. Every morning feels heavier than the last, and you wake up with the whispered dread. Maybe nothing will ever change. Maybe this immense pain is simply permanent. But my friend, if the universe guided you to this very video, I need you to grasp this singular, powerful truth clearly. You are not experiencing a failure. You are entering the biggest comeback, the greatest resurrection of your entire existence. For decades, the revolutionary insights of Carl Jung have served as the ultimate map for the human soul. He was adamant, there is no coming to consciousness without pain. This is not a curse. It means that pain is not a detour. Pain is the direct path to awakening. The very psychic agony you may be drowning in right now is not destroying you. It is meticulously, ruthlessly rebuilding you from the inside out. You look at your life and think it is falling apart. But in a profound hidden truth, life is rearranging itself for your sacred rebirth. Every great transformation, from the birth of stars to the blossoming of a simple flower, begins in darkness. A seed must break under the pressure of the soil before it grows into a tree. You, too, are breaking open to grow into a being of monumental strength. This current confusion, this heartbreak, this exhaustion is not the end. It is the arduous, demanding, and glorious process of becoming someone new, someone stronger, wiser, and more conscious than you ever dared to be. If this message resonates deep in your chest, if you feel the first stirrings of hope in the chaos, take 1 second right now to like this video and subscribe to our channel. This ensures you receive every single tool you need to navigate this storm and emerge victorious. Let's dive into the architecture of your soul's greatest transformation. Part 1. The ego's shattering, the initiation of pain. The chaos you feel originates in the disruption of the ego. Jung defined the ego as the center of consciousness, the identity built on roles, preferences, social approval, and the stories we tell ourselves. Most of us mistakenly worship this surface structure as our entire being. But when the soul initiates the individuation process, the path to wholeness, it must first dismantle the illusion of the ego, the sacred intelligence of pain. The intense pain you feel is not random. Jung argued that pain has a strange intelligence. It strips away every pretense, the fake smiles, the conditional people, the hollow dreams. It leaves you with only what is real, the unfiltered self. This initial breakage manifests as 1. Hollow motivations. The things that once gave you structure, career goals, social routines, suddenly feel meaningless. This is the psyche withdrawing its energy from the persona, the social mask, signaling that the old framework cannot sustain your next level of growth. 2. Loss of control. The rigid planning, the need for predictability, and the desperate effort to manage external perception suddenly fail. The ego is losing its grip, which is painful, but this pain is the direct evidence of growth. 3. The call to consciousness, the deep existential question, what is the point of all this, is the true self knocking. As Jung stated, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. All your failures and heartbreaks were not random. They were mirrors showing you the unconscious beliefs and unhealed wounds that need your attention. The universe is not punishing you. It is preparing you. You are not being buried. You are being planted. Every tear and sleepless moment is watering the roots of your inevitable rebirth. Part 2. The confrontation with the shadow, meeting your hidden power. Jung believed the human soul contains two sides: the light, the conscious ego and persona, and the shadow, the dark continent you hide. The shadow contains everything you repress: your deepest fears, regrets, unexpressed rage, shame, and true primal instincts. Your comeback begins when you stop running from your shadow. That hidden darkness holds the absolute key to your true, unedited power, the alchemy of darkness. Most people waste their lives trying to escape the shadow through distraction, addiction, or spiritual bypassing, but transformation demands integration. When the ego cracks, the shadow rises, often manifesting as intense emotional triggers. You suddenly snap, feel disproportionately angry, or are consumed by shame. This is the repressed energy of the shadow demanding recognition. Projection: you become intensely critical, irritated, or obsessed with negative traits in others. This is a classic Jungian signal. You are projecting your disowned shadow qualities onto them. The work is to bring that trait home and ask, what part of this anger, jealousy, selfishness do I need to integrate? Destruction of the persona. The shadow forces you to stop pretending that everything is fine. If you identified as the selfless, accommodating person, the shadow will reveal the bitter resentment or rage lurking beneath. This destruction of the mask is sacred, clearing the way for the integrated self. Jung wrote, "One does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. The power you seek is not in suppressing your darkness, but in owning it completely." Part 3. The Descent and the Dark Night of the Soul. As the ego dissolves and the shadow surfaces, the psyche enters the dark night of the soul, a prolonged period of feeling disconnected, lost, and hopeless. This is the psychic death that precedes rebirth. The stages of psychic dissolution. This descent is not a malfunction. It is the soul shedding everything false. Jung viewed this stage in alchemical terms as the nigredo, the blackening, where the old material is reduced to chaos and darkness. Key aspects include 1. The loss of meaning, nihilism. The things that once defined you now feel utterly meaningless. This is the soul withdrawing its energy from the old, unsustainable life, forcing a complete halt. 2. Inner conflict intensifies, enantiodromia. You feel torn apart. One moment you are compassionate, the next you are fiercely judgmental. One part craves isolation, the other aches for connection. Jung called this the tension of opposites, enantiodromia. Wholeness is achieved by holding this tension without prematurely collapsing the conflict. The friction is the purification fire. 3. The call to surrender. The only path through this intense internal war is surrender. Not giving up, but trusting the process. You must let the ego die, let the illusion of control vanish, and allow the soul to chart its new course guided by intuition, not logic. The fire you are in is not punishment. It is purification. You cannot step into your next chapter carrying the psychic weight of who you used to be. You have to let it all burn. Part 4. The uprising of the unconscious and guided awakening. Once the ego is destabilized, the unconscious, the great storehouse of human potential and wisdom, begins to rise, guiding your awakening in non-rational ways. The voice of intuition and dreams. The unconscious speaks loudest when the conscious mind is overwhelmed. This guidance comes through two primary channels: vivid, symbolic dreams. Your dreams cease being random and become vivid, symbolic maps. Jung viewed dreams as compensatory. They fill the gap left by the conscious mind. If you are too rational, your dreams erupt with passion. If you are too accommodating, they introduce elements of rage or rebellion. Keeping a dream journal during this phase is paramount, as your ego may lie. But your dreams tell the brutal truth. Synchronicities. You notice repeating numbers, uncanny alignments, and meaningful coincidences. These synchronicities are moments where the internal state of your psyche aligns perfectly with the external reality, proving that you are being guided and that the universe is speaking directly to you. You stop seeking answers from the outside world and start trusting your inner voice. That quiet whisper that says, "Keep going, you're almost there." Part 5. The necessary isolation. Reclaiming your territory. A counterintuitive sign of profound growth is the strong, undeniable urge to withdraw from the crowd and seek sacred solitude, the privilege of being alone. This isn't antisocial behavior. It is a profound psychological necessity. Jung knew that growth of consciousness is not possible if a person remains embedded in collective thinking. To hear the self, you must step out of the noise of the tribe. Rejection of superficiality, small talk, and conditional relationships become exhausting. You crave depth and authenticity, which naturally leads to distancing from those who exist only on the surface. Acceptance of misunderstanding. As you change, people will inevitably judge you, labeling you distant, moody, or not fun anymore. The key is to let these judgments sting, but not define you. Your spiritual evolution demands that you anchor yourself in inner alignment rather than external approval. Recollection of energy. Solitude is where your scattered energy gathers, consolidates, and forms a strong, quiet center. It's an incubation period, allowing the true, powerful being to emerge without interference. Part 6. The resurrection. The coming back to wholeness. The final psychological stage is the resurrection, where the self, the integrated personality that has absorbed the shadow and survived the ego's death, takes the lead. The shift from chasing to attracting. You are not becoming someone new. You are simply remembering who you've always been beneath the noise and the wounds. This resurrection manifests as a fundamental shift in consciousness. 1. Quiet authority. You develop an unshakable inner calm. You no longer need to prove yourself because you have finally met yourself. This quiet authority radiates from your being, demanding respect without needing to be loud. 2. Alignment over perfection. You realize the universe doesn't reward perfection. It rewards alignment. When you are true to yourself, life begins to flow effortlessly. Synchronicities increase, doors open, and the right people appear at the right time. 3. The recycling of pain. You carry your past not as pain, but as power. You begin to understand that the chaos was not a curse, but a purification. The pain that once broke you becomes the very reason you shine, because you survived what was meant to destroy you. 4. Peace over panic. The ultimate victory of this comeback is peace. The peace that comes when you understand that everything happened exactly as it had to for your awakening. You stop forcing and start flowing. You are not who you were before the pain. You are wiser now, softer but stronger, calmer but deeper. This is what Jung meant. The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. Soon there will come a day, maybe quietly, maybe unexpectedly, when you will smile and realize you made it. The storm passed, the fire burned, and it purified you. You will feel a deep sense of calm, not because life is perfect, but because you are no longer afraid of imperfection. This was never just about surviving. It was about evolving. It was about remembering that your spirit was never fragile. It was forged in fire. And that, my friend, is why this moment right now is not your ending. It is your resurrection, the biggest comeback of your life. There comes a time when you stop asking, "Why did this happen to me?" and instead whisper, "Thank you for showing me what I needed to see." If these words reached your heart today, know this: you found this message because your soul is ready to heal, ready to rise, and ready to begin again. Your pain does not define you. Your comeback does. Don't walk this path alone. This channel is your safe space for awakening, growth, and gentle psychological transformation. If you are ready to continue your journey into shadow work, individuation, and conscious living, we invite you to take 2 seconds and join our community right now. Hit the like button on this video to send this powerful message to others who need it. Subscribe to our channel and ring the notification bell to receive every tool you need to turn your chaos into your ultimate power. Thank you for choosing to grow. Your transformation has already begun.